sun in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire.
The DAP, or the developmentally appropriate practice, it simply means that activities and instruction are designed to match the stage of development for each child, because each child develops at his or her own rate. Sooner or faster, not better, and later is not worst or wrong. So, the developmentally appropriate practice, it is a practice about using any kind of materials that is appropriate to the child's age. Now, what is developmentally appropriate practice? It is a teaching to children's according to their ages, experiences, capabilities, and interest, based in knowledge of child development and learning. Concept of developmentally appropriate focuses on age-related and individual human distinction, materials utilized, learning experiences, expectations for children. DAP, or the developmentally appropriate practice, there is a key point here, and first is the acknowledge. Acknowledge what children say or do. It is really important that we as a future educator, we should acknowledge what the children do, like give them praises, saying, you're doing well, or you're just saying, oh, you're so very good today. So it is really, really important. And the second is encourage. Encourage their efforts and persistence. You should say that, oh, you need to do this because I know you have potential. So that is really important also, that you need to encourage. And then give feedback. In giving feedback, it should be specific, not general, because, of course, we are teaching children. They couldn't understand what we're talking about if we are going to generalize it. We were going to give feedback to them using general. So we need to do it in specific so that they can understand. And then we should do model a good attitudes. So modeling a good attitudes, what we show to the children, that is what we do. Because, of course, children do what we do also. And then the next is demonstrate. Demonstrate the correct way to do something. So the demonstrate, it's the same of modeling. You're going to model a good attitude, and you were going to demonstrate the correct way to do something. Like if they are doing a wrong way, you should correct them. And then the next is adopt the challenge to meet students' abilities. You should make, like, for example, in activities or and any games, you should make it fun. But you should, if you were going to make activities or games, it should be related to the students' abilities, their capabilities to do. You cannot create an activities that is for the adult because you are teaching children. So adopt the challenges. And then next is ask questions to provoke thinking. You should ask questions to the children. Through asking questions, it will create also an interaction, a communication to the child. And if you were gonna ask questions to the children, it give opportunity to the child to think. And then next is give assistance, clue or hint. You should give clue or hint to the children because they cannot understand that if you were not going to give a clue. It's really necessary also. Like, for example, if you are teaching your lesson to the children, if you were going to want the child to guess something, you should give a clue. And then the next is provide information. It could be verbal facts, labels, and info. In giving information to children, it should be the related facts, or the really facts, not just about the false truth. Because if you were going to give a wrong information to the children, as they grow, they are in their mind, they're always in their mind the wrong information that you're giving to them. And then the last is give direction for actions and behaviors. If their children is doing bad things, you should correct their behaviors and give directions to their actions. Like, for example, if the children is putting the book in the wrong way, like they didn't put it in the library or in the table, they just put it in the floor, you should give directions to them. you should put the book on the table or in the library or in the bookshelves. That is the DAP. The DAP or the DAP has 5 areas, and this first is creating a caring community of learners. This include the good environment of the children, the safety of the child so that they can move well. And then the second is teaching to enhance development and learning. In this part, teaching to enhance development and learning, teachers should do a lot of strategies like making the lesson interesting and fun. And then the third is constructing appropriate curriculum. Individual of the child, they have their own curriculum. And this curriculum related in the child age and capabilities. And then the fourth is assessing children's learning and development. It is really nice that we were going to assess the children's learning and development so that we can identify which part that the child has a difficulty and what will be the things that we can do for the children and what we can help for children. And then the last is establishing reciprocal relationships with families. It is really good that parents or the schools have a good relationship to the families, because if the school were creating a curriculum, the families should be involved in the curriculum that the school created on the child. There's 3 core considerations of developmentally appropriate practices or the DAP. First is knowledge and understanding of child development and learning. This one, it could be predictable or sequential. And then the second one is knowledge and understanding what is individually appropriate. This could be consider about the child's strengths, needs, areas of interest and growth. And this could be consider about the child's individual development as compared to typical development. And then last in the core consideration of DAP is the knowledge and understanding of what is culturally important. It could be expectations, values, and wishes of child's families, or this could be the knowledge and understanding of community culture. The example of developmentally appropriate practices in the classroom, it could be begins with a foundation of understanding child development and learning styles. So what teacher need to do is meet children where they are individually or as a group. And then teacher can help a child attain challenges and achieve achievable goals. And in the classroom, using the DAP or the developmentally appropriate practices, teacher can just use the materials that is really appropriate, like for example clay or blocks. Teacher use that for the fun activities that the lesson is included there. So the learnings of the children could be predictable or could be planned.
'Cause I